In several districts of Nagaland, the introduction of oil palm plantation has brought in a lot of slews for environmental and social hazards and problems. In regard to this, there has been a tussle between the Agriculture Department as well as many NGOs and organizations, even as the NSF has also condemned the government of Nagaland for bringing in and introducing oil palm cultivation or plantation. We're here right now at Newland town, in the heart of the town, and just 8 kilometers is Gotovi village, where we're headed there right now, where there's a 7-hectare oil palm plantation. And today, the Department of Agriculture, headed by the advisor Matang Yantan, is there inspecting the oil palm plantation. We're going to go there, speak to the department officials, including the advisor himself, as well as the farmer, and we're going to find out, what is this misconception? Is it true or false? And why many people are against it, and why the department is going for this kind of plantation, considering that the world is also against it. Many companies have come in and left the farmers high and dry. But right now we have learned that 2 companies have also taken up and signed an MOU with the government of Nagaland, that is the Department of Agriculture. We're just going to go and find out with the department officials and the farmer themselves as to how are they thriving with this oil palm plantation.
Acha sir, apuni ki hoti bole mon thaka do apuni edu oil palm plantation nokura kide. Apuni la area 7 hectares chundu ase. Tade ki farming kori dekise in the past olop koi dibo sir.
Ami pehla to 7 hectare to dan hali thakse. Holebia dan iman bhal para no lai. Etu gane ami ta Agri Department pra to introduce korse. 2017. Etu pra ami halise ita to show morom pra ito hala to 8 years. Aro ita harvest time pe hoy jase. Man khushibra chola asa goina koi di ase.
Acha. So sir, apuni kwa nishina edu oil palm plantation do apuni edu farming kora homoy de. Apuni bi Agri Department bra apuni ki motob dise. Holi bi apuni bi resource aro expenditure do kinika etia apuni outcome kinika ase. Etu bra bi apuni ki revenue generate kori di ase na etu bi olop kobo sir.
Itu hala start hoa tamte Agri Department pra maintenance pi die aro machineries aman ki lage sa farmers kan ki lage sa sob dishe bishe Agri Department ke thanks tai kan pra introduce pi kurse or help kurigena ami itu par success kora paratu Agri Department pra he ami ke jukta gani am to success ko parse gogina itu bi koi ase.
Now sir, apuni edu fruit to kinika korna market te photabo nohile edu oil extract kurubo karone bi edu Agri Department bra apni kan ki kinika help kori edu bi olop koi dibo naki.
Ita to aman to Jasal 2024 te 8 time harvest ho jese
আচ্ছা
aro company Godrej company pura
আচ্ছা
sidda aigene yete pala lo aigena kiman kati joma kori dibo taken bunch ojon korigena loi jay October month khali 1 month October month be ami oil palm katigena bigase 2,50,000 enika paise etu as
আপনি in a year কিমান কিলোস নিচিনা আপনি ফুটাই দে বিক্রি করে approximately in
40-50,000 kg নিচিনা পাঠা দিছে
40-50,000 kilos in এক সাল দে okay আৰু ম্যান পাৱাৰ আপনি খান ফাৰ্মাৰ আছে আপনি নিমিতে ওয়ার্কার্স খান বি ইদু খান মানুহ বেছি আইনা আপনি কে হেল্প কৰি আছে ইদু আপনি এমপ্লয়িজ ইনি কব পারবো কিমান নিচিনা এমপ্লয়িড
পহলা তো একবার হারভেস্ট না 15 জন 20 জন লাগি থাকে না গরগেনা তাইকান বি মগে মতক কৰি থাকে হলে বি ইতিয়া ডিপার্টমেন্ট পৰা ব্রাঞ্চ কাটার আমনকে দিছে ইউটিউব চেতো তো হলে একদম মানটো ইমান নালাগা হৈ যাইছে
সো স্যার এইটো অয়েল পাম্প একটা পাঞ্চ দে কিমান কেজি নিচিনা থাকে নহলে পার কেজি দি আপুনি কান এইটো কোম্পানী কটৰেজ কোম্পানী কিমান বড় দিয়ে এইটো অলপ কৈ দিব নেকি স্যার
আচ্ছা প্যাকেজ দ্য ফার্স্ট হারভেস্ট টাইম তো 10 টাকা দিছে দে
আচ্ছা
ইউটিউব চেতে সেকেন্ড থার্ড ফোর্থ হারভেস্ট তো হলে 13 per kg আৰু এতিয়া লাস্ট হারভেস্ট 8 টাইম হারভেস্ট তো হলে 16-17
আচ্ছা
oil palm to le increase jaise
আৰু স্যার এইটো একটা পাঞ্চ দে কিমান কেজি নিচিনা থাকে
ekta bunch te dangor lo to 40 kg upor bi paise
আচ্ছা
oro medium to 30 kg oro choto lo to last lo to 15 to 20 enika pa
Wala iman negative comments ulai oil palm cultivation sob dunia debi alag alag country debi inega ase holi bi again bhal bi kuina ase apni idu negative comments negative report khan aha biya ase ina koi ase tahan oil palm cultivation khan to apni bi idu de iku kobole asna nai na
moi kobala thaka tu eto hawa pani biya ha ase koise aro man laga gaw bi biya ha ase koise etu garni North Eastern India Guwahati pra aigena man nisar chumogit mate January 18 2025 itu tam taman meeting kurse against party enjoy kan bi aise farmers Newland district represent korkina ami 2-3 jon jaise chumote bi aise oro itu jalki pale bi aise eneka ogena aman meeting kurse ami itu tamte utise আপনানে এগেইনস্ট কৰা আছে এইটো কাৰণে আমান তো হারভেস্ট স্টার্ট হৈছে হলিবি তো হালিকেনা মানলা গাঁও বিয়া আছে তেতিয়া আমান কাটিকেনে ফেলাব কিনে কৰিব কৈছে না এইটো দাম তাকেন কৈছে মানলা গাঁওতে বিয়ান হয় কৈছে
আচ্ছা
সেকেন্ড পয়েন্ট আমি তাকেন কে উঠিছে হাবা পানী বিয়া আছে নেকি এইটো বি নহয় কৈছে তো কি নিমতে এইটো অয়েল পাম্প এগেইনস্ট কৰা আছে এনেকা উঠিছিলে তাকেন কৈছে এইটো oil palm to paisa to bisha ase etu karni ekta baba logote pasta chokra thakibo to pasta chokra thakile kun paisa ase etu pura development kurge na charta to development nokra karni taken harvest time te kata kati hoi jabo etu karni aman bon kura ase etu karni etu to issue no etu to kobo na lage moi sidas to goi dise aro second point taken ko ase harvest crop chede বাবা খান পৰা আমাকে নদীকেনো ঘৰ মান নাচাইকেনে এনজয় হৈ যাব এটোবা ঘৰ জমলা হৈ যাব ভাঙা ভাঙিব হৈ যাব এটো কাৰণে বন কৰা আছে তো ডাইৰেক্টৰ পৰা আমিকে ডেপুটি ডাইৰেক্টৰ স্যাৰ ৰঞ্চমৰ পৰা আমিকে উঠিছে তাই ডিপাৰ্টমেন্ট ৰিপ্ৰেজেন্ট আছে তো স্যাৰ আপোনাৰ হারভেস্ট স্টার্ট হৈছে তো আপুনি কিনকা হৈছে উঠিছে আমাৰ তো ঘৰটো তো আমাৰ হাউস ওয়াইফ আছে মই তো একাউন্ট মোৰ লতে আহে হলে 1 টাকা বা আমি নচলা সিদ্ধা আমাকে দিকে আমাক কিনিকা ফ্যামিলি চালো মনে আছে ইনকা কৰি থাকে ইনকা কৰি দিছে দে ইতে আছে আৰু তাতে তোলা কোন কোন গৈ থাকলে বি মই নাগা মান লতো কবলে থাকা তো অয়েল পাম ইটো তো হলে ঈশ্বৰ পৰা দি আছে 5 years the harvest start তো 5 years before the harvest start Aman be man plantation kura asa apnan dekhe ase rubber tamul itu kan nahali bi kato noy hole bi eman nahali soble 8 years bichede harvest aro tamul bi moi bi 2000 3000 halkin rakhe ase hole bi 1 year ek bar harvest ase de hole bi oil palm to 8 time harvest hoise itu kan naga manu amen naga manu loto kobala thaga to rangkang te thaga zinobotom kokchung waka kaya mai tukan to haliu na parwa kilometer rangkang ase hole bi foothill road toro to plain sector thagan so mani tu kheti kurle naga mani bi financially advance ha finance eto aman naga mani bi eto beshi advance ho jaw ko kina miti koi dia ase thank you
sir apuni ki huti bole mon thaka question do etia oil palm plantation laga opor de beshi charcha chuli ase NGOs like NSF kan rabi sir do oil palm plantation Nagaland no bo lage aru etu environment bia hoy ininga kan laga charcha be beshi chuli aru farmers kan etu plantation koribo golbe confused state te beshi ase so you being the sir joint director of agriculture department government of Nagaland apuni be etu laga misconception jun do ase nole etu laga opor de department rabi ki clarification dena sir
we Nagaland ti ole tu iniga NGO pre itu disadvantage la koi thagi ole bi tu ta kan tu without any proof without any research itu manu ki ko ase itu huni gena itu paper ti nole google ti tu pa hutia tu ko ase nole tu american department pra tu kobo itu tu yati ku bia nai itu oil palm ti bia ase ula american bi chhar di bola ase hole bi yati american Indian oil palm research institute prabi american tagan ki research lese itu kan pasi other than itu foreign countries pra oil palm ki research lese itu kan american data kan sab american logo ase itu icha tak tu iku bia tu nai
okay now sir Nagaland de kiman da district de oil palm plantation do chuli ase through your department aru itia kiman da farmers ase nolikundo area kiman hectares itia plantation chuli ase itu opor de olop koi dibo sir
icha Nagaland ti ole tu atta district ti oil palm chole ase to especially to foothill area ji to district ti chole ase aru ite approximately oil palm farmers to more than 700 thagi hoite
okay now sir itu plantation do 5 years te fruit de go ase aru ite american farmer logo dibe hutauti kurche tai ko ase sir turnover bishi phal ase nearly 2,50,000 nishna tai paise will be sir yadi question ekta hudi muna mun daga do department bra itu company aru farmer macho tikiniga mitigate kore itu olop koi dibo
itu american agriculture department bra duita company ke anise Nagaland ti Godrej aru Patanjali company ke anise itu moon mogokchung phale tu Patanjali aru ita Dimapur Newland Chumaki dima parent phale tu Godrej itu duita ke de MOU lese itu 2037 tak itu tagan company bra itu sai thagibo aru FFB itu oil palm la fruits tu takan pra ahigena spot pra kinibo goina itu MOU kurigina ase
oil palm plantation karne cultivation khan karne pani bishi lage goe according to reports and mohala apni koi ase foothill te bishi bhal ase holibi in these areas the drought like situation is more severe for more than mountainous areas to apni bi idu de how can farmers sustain without water
itu oil palm jule tu 3 months si pani tu lagi itu water stress itu only for 3 months with effect from December to February itu moina bar hoche gule tu itu pani tu iman na lagi
sir itia other Asian countries tv itu laga charcha chuli ase and not forgetting across the world ke itu oil palm plantation karone itu companies kan bra jungle kan kati digina na animal habitat kan thakibo karone bi sir biya kuri dina nole jungle kan kati digina environment biya korna itu plantation kan kora bra thik nai ninga bi koi ase whereas itia agriculture department government of Nagaland bra itu 8 districts jundo farmers nearly 700 takan thakina kuri ase itu sir apuni kan jungle kan to kata na hobla nole kini ka koi apuni kan bi itu la upor
itu dosra country te hole tu itu kile issue ulaise gole tu thik ase itu farmers pra jungle kata noe itu mati tu company ke digena company pra more than 4-5 lakhs itu compact area to jungle kata ase itu tu hoy itu environment olop to biya pare hole bi itu Nagaland government tu kurise ita tu 5 years nimdi 15,000 hectare Nagaland ti 8 district ti itu pra american jungle bi man nagate olop westland area ti itu start kurase ki কতে ধান তো বিয়া হব এইটো ধান বিয়া হোৱা যাতে হালি আছে নহলে ইমান ভাৰ্জিন ফৰেষ্ট কাটি কাটি কেনে যাতো নহয় যে
So sir abuni Nagaland te thaka general mass public and farmers kan gibi idu oil palm plantation do takan bi kuribo mon jaisi gule takan bi kiniga access kuru parbo department logot kiniga aikina approach kuru parbo idu laga matter report olop abuni bi public kan ki koi dibo sir
এটা গান যদি ফাৰ্মাৰ্ছ প্ৰাইটো অইল পাম যাবলৈ মন আছে গ'লে নিজৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে ডিঅ নহ'লে বি চাব ডিভিজন এছ ডি অ' খান আছে তাৰ কাৰণে লগক কথা কৰিব লাগে আৰু এপ্লিকেশ্যন আনিব লাগে এনেকুৱা হৈছে গৈ কিনে ঠিক হৈছে ক'লে এইটো ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট পৰা এইটো প্লান্টিং মেটেৰিয়েলছ বি দিব আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে এইটো গাইডেঞ্চটো দিব এইটো আছে
sir ami kan itu progressive farmer oil palm laga itu Vitor Shisumi logot kotha korise hole bi sir abuni kan department bra itia juntu Nagaland de misconception ekta ase itu oil palm plantation bra dusra crops biya hoy noile environment biya hoy so apuni kan department bra be so far kiman dak research korise aru apuni kan be itu laga opor ki koi olop koi dibo sir
আচ্ছা আমি খান নাগালেণ্ডে এনভাইৰনমেণ্টেলিষ্ট খান কনচাৰ্ণ দেখা বেছি আছে মিডিয়া ক'ত ক'তে হলিবি আমি খান ইটো ইণ্ডোনেছিয়া আৰু মালয়েছিয়া লগা এক্সপিৰিয়েঞ্চটো তাতেতো ইকুৱেটৰিয়েল ফৰেষ্ট ট্ৰপিকেল ফৰেষ্ট খান কাটি কিনে বেছি ডাঙৰ কোম্পানী খান পৰা কাল্টিভেট কৰাৰ পৰা গ্ৰীণ হাউচ কেছেছ বেছি ওলাইছে নেচাৰেল হেপিটেট অফ এনিমেলছ খান বেছি বিয়া কৰিছে হলিবি তাকা লগা ষ্টৰী আৰু আমি খান লগা ষ্টৰীটো আলাগ আছে গ্ল'বেলিটো দেয়াৰ ইছ্যুজ ৰিগাৰ্ডিং অইল পাম স্পেচিয়েলি ইন মালয়েছিয়া এণ্ড ইণ্ডোনেছিয়া হলিবি নাগালেণ্ডতো আমি খান জংঘল কাটিয়াবি নাই আমি খান কোৱা নিচিনা কাল্টিভেবল ৱেষ্টলেণ্ড জুম ফেলোজ খান আৰু বুছেছ এণ্ড শ্ৰুপছ থকা খান দিয়ে আমি খান কৰি আছে আমি খান লগা বায়'ডাইভাৰ্চিটি আৰু জংঘল এইটো ৰিজাৰ্ভ খানটো পাহাৰতে আছে আমি খান পাহাৰ চাই কিনে কেতিয়াবি চোৱা নাই এইটোৰ পৰা তাহাৰ লগা খিচা আৰু ইয়াতে খিচাটো আলাগ আছে তাতেতো কোম্পানী খান পৰাহে খেতি কৰে চব কাটি কিনা আমি খান ইণ্ডিয়াতেতো স্মল এণ্ড মাৰ্জিনেল ফাৰ্মাৰ পৰা অলপ পৰা কৰে এইটোৰ পৰা গ্ল'বেলি ৱৰ্ল্ড ৱাইল্ড লাইফ ফাণ্ড ৰেইন ফৰেষ্ট এলায়েন্স খান এইটো এনভাইৰনমেণ্টেল গ্ৰুপছ খান ভাবি ইয়াতে ইণ্ডিয়া লগাটো একো ইছ্যু নাই ছেম গ'জ উইথ থাইলেণ্ড অলছ' তাহান বি স্মল এণ্ড ফাৰ্মাৰ গ্ৰুপ কৰাৰ পৰা তাহান লগাটো প্ৰডাক্ট খান বি উইদাউট এনি অবজেকশ্যন ইউৰোপিয়ান মাৰ্কেট টিভি কিনি দিয়ে হ'লে বি উই কেনট কম্পেয়াৰ দ্য ছেম থিং উইথ ইণ্ডোনেছিয়া এণ্ড মালয়েছিয়া নেৰেটিভ নাগালেণ্ড লগাটো আলাগ আছে আমি খান ইমান এফেক্ট আছে এনেকুৱাটো নাই
so ami kan joint director ki bi hutauti korise tai koado sir at districts te etia itu oil palm plantation to chuli ase aru nearly 700 farmers ase koise holibi sir area covering kiman hectares nishina itu oil palm plantation ba cover kori itu bi olop koi dibo sir
আমি খান অৰিজিনেলি আমি খান 4000 হেক্টৰ নিচিনা প্লেন কৰিছে
acha
হলিবি তাতে এতিয়া এৰাউণ্ড 1200 হেক্টৰ্ছ ফ্ৰুটিং এৰিয়া আছে এতিয়া মহান এতিয়া ইমান আছে হয়
And which district to kundo sabse dangor yield kuri ase edu?
Newland is doing very fine because why kushigule it's because of the farmers dedication to management good farm management clean rakhe they fertilize it manure it and give proper irrigation also no usually otherwise soil is almost the same in all the foothills of Nagaland and because of the dedication of the farmers the productivity of oil palm is more higher in Newland district.
now sir agri department bra itu oil palm plantation cultivation chulibo karone apuni kan kitia start korise aru itia apuni kan companies kan logote kitia MOU sign korise Godrej and Patanjali logote aru itu bra kinika farmers logot direct help kori itu olop koi dibo sir
Okay. Cultivation to 2014-15 de ekta choto scheme bra start korise on an experimental basis. Tade oil palm cultivation de hodai we need an industry partner because they have to buy back the fruits. Itu namne mohan ekta buy back ekta company loisile Shiva Size koi gina. Ami khan 2018-19 itu fruiting hoy bi tahan kini janai. Itu bra ami khan ek saptah ki warning digina taike terminate kori dise Shiva Size company to. Farmer khan ke thoka nisina howa bra. Itu bra department bra আমি খান ৰিচাৰ্চ বেছি কৰিছে এনে কৰি কিনে আমি খান এতিয়াতো the two best players in oil palm in India Patanjali Food Limited Godrej Agrovet Limited তাইজিংগে মাতি কিনা তাহাঁতে অলপ ৰিলেক্টেণ্ট থাকিছে হ'লেবি তাহাঁত এতিয়া খুচি পাই কিনা জ'ন 1 জ'ন 2 ভাগ কৰিছে এনে কৰি কিনে আমি খান 2022 জানুৱাৰীতে তাইখান লগত MOU চাইন কৰিছে MOUতেতো তাহাঁত ফ্ৰেছ ফ্ৰুট বাঞ্চটো ইমিডিয়েটলি কিনিব কৈ কিনা কৰিছে আৰু ৰিগাৰ্ডিং দ্য প্ৰচেছিং মিল ইন দ্য MOU তাহাঁত it is mandatory that they have to establish a processing mill. Holibi itia ami khan expansion phal bra janai. Jagina if the required acreage area to thik punchi jule they have to establish a processing mill. Kintu inaga holibi itia takhan laga processing mill pasikatte ase Patanjali laga aro Kolasip Silchar osor de Mizoram laga ase. Itu bra takhan fortnightly every week एक बार किने मतलब एक महीना दे 2 बार तो किनी दिया सब लगा ताखान लगा MOU निशिना फुलफिल करिगिना ताखान लॉस होबी लाभ होबी ना जाने होली भी as per the MOU ताखान फुलफिल करिगिना ताखान fruits खान दो मोहन fresh fruit bunches को FFB इतो सब किनी दिया से और payment is only through online with your specific code farmer code थाकिना इना करिगिना इतिया भाल बरा चुली आसे.
When can we expect a processing mill in Nagaland?
It depend on the expansion rate. So most probably, if there are no disturbances and if the things go fine, maybe in 3 years, yeah, we are looking for a site now. So maybe in 3-4 years, we will be able to establish a processing mill.
Okay. And how much, if I may ask, the MOU was, how much was it signed for with both companies?
There is no financial involved here.
Okay.
It is just an MOU agreement that they also have to partner with us. They are called industry partner, and they have to buy back the FFBs, and they have to establish nurseries, scientific nurseries, where saplings are raised and distributed to farmers scientifically, and the department makes the payment to them for those saplings.
Now, sir, American oil palm plantation to say capping the case. Are you capping much on the to start crops plantation with the case? So, oil palm plantation but to start crops can be an sir.
And can I also supplement to that?
Yes, yes.
Misconception of monocropping with oil palm.
Yes.
And what is the specific technicalities of it or
Thank
the scientific
you.
term?
Yeah, thank you for the question. There is a lot of hula bula that oil palm is a monoculture practices monoculture, which is I would not say is false, but it's rubbish also, because unlike other plantation crops, because the distance from plant to plant is 30 feet, and to cover the canopy, which is 15 feet on both sides, it takes 10 to 14 years. In the meantime, you can grow a lot of intercrops, which all the farmers are doing. As you can see here, the farmer is preparing the field to plant ginger. So we can never say that technically oil palm is a monoculture, monocropping. Other crops, plantation crops, may be monoculture practicing, but in case of oil palm, it is never a monoculture. It will never be till its entire lifespan. Always a shade-loving crop or another plantation crop or other commercial crops can be taken up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, sir, the first timers can do oil palm plantation kuribu munjagan. Now, department rabe key advice day, sir.
Ami khando we strongly encourage the farmers mati khali na rakhibi. Mati khali rakhabar eku na pabo. Apni khan jaigina saiji gole ekta thik jungle forest pi na pai ami khan foothill de. Ami khan inspection aro bira hesab te to. Idu pura oil palm lobi other plantation crops pi biya ase kwan hoy. Holi bi the gross income may be same with other plantation crops. Holi bi oil palm do net income to bishi high ase. Because tai laga processing post harvest processing kam khan iman nai labor iman na lage. And then ami khan department bra custom hiring center khuli dia ase group of farmers ke harvester oil palm harvester dia ase machinery plus 100% ami khan drip irrigation dia ase for the 3 months of the dry period. Idu drip irrigation dia to pani bishi kha karne nohoy. Kintu ami khan December January February de pani olop komdi hoba pra production olop komdi hoy. Production to othabo karne 3 mahina karne idu karne 100% drip irrigation ami khan install kora ase dia.
In recent reports that Nagaland is losing a lot of forest land area, a very huge amount of forest land is been depleting. Can the government, with other departments, the forest department is there, the agri department, a surety that due to oil palm cultivation that it is not going to happen and we're not going to bulldoze our way through the Nagaland forests?
Absolutely not. We are not targeting forest areas. Like I said earlier, only cultivable wasteland, shrubs and bushes, and Zoom fellows. We are targeting only those areas, and there are certain no-go areas for oil palm. And in fact, in the whole stretch of foothill, we will not see a lot of thick forest also, virgin forest also, unlike in the hills. So I don't think there is a question of destroying the flora and fauna and reserve forest also. Yes.
Clearly, there has been a lot of misconceptions with oil palm cultivation, and you being the advisor of the PEX department, the Department of Agriculture, can you just tell us also what you want to tell the public in regard about the misconceptions?
See, having the environmental concern is fine, but I think we are going out of proportion also at times. You see, any plantation or any developmental activities will be at the cost of environment. But development has to go on. So ecology and economy has to go hand in hand. So I believe in that, and anything that we do, any plantation for that matter, not necessarily only oil palm, but any plantation that we take up should be sustainable. Sustainable plantation, sustainable agriculture. That is what we insist on.
Sir, itia plantation to saishu gule ami kan to department bra hota hoti kwamde at district te itu plantation chuli ase around 700 farmers ase kuch aru itu agri department bra MOU Patanjali aru Godrej lokote itu MOU sign kurna farmers can benefit hoy ase kuch so now sir NSF itu NGOs kan bra itu plantation Nagaland de no hobo lagi because environment biya hoy aru jungle kan bi itu biya hoi jabo so apuni as an advisor apuni bi department kan ke ki advice de ki sir jungle kan katibole la do advice niti bola kiniga koi sir
Mi kwa nishina hi ase itu plantation or for that matter any farming has to be done sustainably na environmental protocols ki ase itu to chulibo lage na aru itu nokuri se gole to hoy amakhan itu reserve forest biodiversity to conserve kuri kina rakhibo mon ase kintu itu enga kuri kina rakha to itu para to economic benefit nahibo to so ki korile bi amakhan itu land use plan to phal para kuribo lagibo kote ki lagabo lage itu janibo lagibo aru itu hisabte kam kurise gole to eku nohobo aru itu oil palm karne man koi ase oil palm to water guzzler pani bishi khai oil palm to ele to environment karne bhal nai enaga koi ase kintu itu khan to misconception hi bishi ase itu dusra plantation bi bishi ase itu khan pani bishi khai for instance itu amakhan itu than laga than cultivation kore rice cultivation to hi pani bishi khai 3 times itu oil palm bara kha rice plantation bara khai aru itu hi noe gena itu methane gas bi bishi itu emit kore to itu nishna ase sugar cane banana plantation itu kan bi pani bishi kha laga crop khan ase itu nishna ase oil palm to hele to fibrous root koe itu tar laga hipa to root to bishi nije de na jai tar laga spread bi man dangor no hoy itu nishna ase aru itu plantation itu khali guri gina rakha para do kiba no hele kiba to lagai gina for instance oil palm lagai gina itu vegetative cover diye itu bara itu vegetative cover diye itu bara bi itu carbon sequestration garne bi itu modab diye ase itu nishna itu moisture conserve kore itu plantation thaka karne itu nishina ase aru most importantly economic benefit bai to aru itu permanent settled agriculture ase oil palm kora to itu kurigina rakha bara itu nutun khedi chum khedi nagadi gina itu chum khedi itu nagada garne forest bi save kore to itu nishina ase de itu laga positive effect bishi ase negative bi thakibo hoy kintu positive impact bi bishi ase de
now sir as an advisor of agriculture itia oil palm laga plantation related farmers kan saishu gule sir itia rubber plantation Nagaland de noile do akor laga plantation bishi jai so farmers can give advice ki dibo sir when it comes to three options of this
itu ki hole bi amakhan andaz bara no koribo lage we have to itu mati kinaga ase itu terrain kinaga ase slope kinaga ase itu sai gina pani laga itu kinaga ase pani pa tu kinaga ase itu khan sai gina itu hisab ti koribo lage itu andaz bara gure itu nohobo itu karone itu ki plantation hole bi sai gina itu hisab ti koribo lage aru ki kore itu mon di gina koribo lage aru market oriented market linked itu plantation or market linked farming koribo lage yes
now sir one last question sir agri department bra time and again central sponsored machineries kan farmers karone bishi sir in many occasions ami kan khobor pai ki rightful farmers kan itu kan machineries kan na pai noile kunba da sir politically pack up manu khani pai tractors kan bi in the past iniga hoishi ko ase sir ekta time di do 60 elected MLAs kan ge chief minister bra sir tractor bi dishi kuche so apuni la department under your leadership sir rightful farmers kan ke machineries kan dia sina nai aru kiniga jabule ase upcoming projects kan bi olop kobo sir
itu department bara missionary di thaga do itu centrally sponsored scheme smam goy sub mission or agriculture machinery bara amakan kini gina die edu distribution system to streamline kuri ase amakan bi kuntu deserve kore takan logate dibo aro amakan as far as possible ki dorgar ase amakan as far as possible gender friendly na terrain friendly user friendly dukan bisari gina dia ase aro distribution garne to hole to kun dorgar ase dukan ke pasi gina die hoy politician ke blame kuri ase kintu politician kan to edu manu khan para ahi gina manga garne takan edu takan laga recommendation de ahi gina mangi do kintu edu khan bi farmer garne mangi do takan nije garne na mangi do so edu amakan bi edu ki missionary de edu effectively farm de cholabo garne amakan bi edu insist kuri ase aro goa nishina streamline kuri ase aro deserving farmer logo de dibo.
Last question. We are here right now at Sir Vitoje's farmer, the progressive farmers cultivation, oil palm cultivation. What have you noticed and what can you see after your visit here? What is your observation?
I see him as a very sincere and hardworking farmer. He was a rebel. He was an insurgent. I am told that he was a kilonser in one of the groups, factions. Now he has turned into a successful oil palm farmer and earning well. He's a success story. So I'm really impressed on visiting his farm, and he's really doing well, and he intends to expand his plantation as well.
Thank you. So viewers, this is the oil palm plantation at Gotovi village in Newland district. Now, why this oil palm cultivation is thriving here, and in fact 46 progressive farmers for oil palm plantation is here in Newland itself, according to the Department of Agriculture. And why it is thriving is because of the land over here. It is clear land. They have not chopped down trees. In fact, there was rubber plantation as well and other plantations, but the most yielding crop or tree is this oil palm. And according to the progressive farmer, the owner of this land, Vitoje Sema, he has also said that he has yielded so much and he has gained so much from this plantation, this oil palm plantation. And he has given us his experience as well, started in 2017. And as you have heard also, as he has said as well, that what he has gone through. And this is the 8th year and how much he has yielded and how much he has benefited from here. Not just from his own property of oil palm, but also from the Department of Agriculture. Just as the officials have said that they do give assistance financially as well. And also they help in machinery as well, and helping them communicate or connecting them to the two companies, huge companies, worldly known companies such as Patanjali and Godrej, who have come and signed an MOU with the Department of Agriculture in regard to helping. And in fact, like they have said, all they need to do is grow the crop. The farmers, all they need to do is grow the crop. Now, like the Deputy Director, Renchomo Kikon had said that there's no processing mill over here, and hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years we will have one processing mill for oil palm. But then as of now, there's one in Pasighat and one in Mizoram side now, which the two companies, that is Godrej and Patanjali, are running for now. Now again, we have also spoken to the advisor of the Department of Agriculture, Mathang Yantan, who has given us an in-depth also view and highlighted on how there is a misconception. In fact, all the officials have also reiterated that this is a huge misconception, and some, they've even said, in fact the Deputy Director, and I quote, he said it is rubbish that people think monoculture or monocropping, that no other crops can be grown around the oil palm site or the plantation. Now behind me, as we can see, if I can tell the camera person to show, each tree, there's a distance of 30 feet, as we can see. And now they are also cultivating ginger over here under the oil palm trees. Now, we have been told that this is a really huge misconception, that this is only going to yield only one crop or one tree, that is the palm oil tree. But it is untrue and it is rubbish, as the Deputy Director has also pointed out, that they are doing intercropping, as it is known. And in fact, behind me, ginger is being grown, and the farmer is also very happy. He has expressed his happiness in regard to this. Also, he has also mentioned that in a year, he has also produce 40,000 to 50,000 kilos of palm oil, the bunch. In fact, one bunch will produce at least half of its oil. One bunch, which is in fact 30 to 40 kilos, will produce half, at least 15 to 16 liters of oil now, which is very beneficial for the farmer as well. And they have said that they will come directly. The company persons of Godrej and Patanjali will come directly and collect with connection with the Department of Agriculture. Now, as said, all the officials of the Agri Department has denounced all the misconceptions, and in fact they're not saying not to grow other plantations or think negatively of any other plantations such as rubber mostly, which spans a huge amount in Nagaland, but then they have also said that this is also very beneficiary. And in fact, after the 5 years in its first inception or after its plantation, after planting it, it grows and you can yield so many kilos of palm oil seedlings. And in fact, as you can see also, right now it is still not mature yet, and once it becomes a yellow color, that's when it is mature. That's what we were told by the farmer. That's it for today, viewers. What we have also learned from here is that many farmers are very confused about it, about whether this is very bad for the environment. I mean, so many NGOs have come out against this cultivation of palm oil, but then the department and the farmer over here has cleared those doubts as well, and they have said that the interested farmers can come directly to the department, in fact through their district agriculture officer that is there in their districts as well. Right now the department is taking up 1,200 hectares across Nagaland with around 700 farmers in 8 districts, Newland being the biggest producer of palm oil. Esther here with camera person Tamjan for Nagaland News Network.